All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am sitting here with Neverfall. So, gentlemen, you guys just had a hellacious match against Dog Nation. So, the rumor is we're reaching for the tag team titles. Is that your main goal for the end of 2023, is to be HWF Tag Champions?
So we, right at the beginning of New Year, it's like become like a rib. Cody, I think, was the guy that started at Rhodes, was the list, your little to-do list for the year. So we threw ours up, and one of the goals was to come down here because we had seen good things, and we had kind of talked it over in the past, so we got to notch that one off. And then right underneath that it said capture tag team gold, and right underneath that it said double champions. So yeah, we definitely are shooting for some tag straps. We after tonight we're 21-0, and I think it's logical. We had to prove this to ourselves first. And now I think we have to prove it to everybody else.
Yeah, that is 21-0 for the tag team division is an impressive feat. I mean, congratulations to you guys.
Thank you.
Now, as a side note, I want to ask you both about the main event tonight. Now, Zack, we know you and TRK had a hellacious match. You and Ford went head-to-head last time.
Yeah.
So, what are your takes on the main event?
Like I said, well, look at where we're at. We took those guys to their limit, and then I think they. I don't know. Me and Jimmy went to a draw, James Ford there, and you and TRK tore down the house. So when you put those two variables together, what we were able to do with them, it's going to be quite a main event. So, yeah, we'll be watching. I've known James Ford for a long time, and regardless of what his mood is or whenever I meet him in the ring, however physical we may get, I'd still like to see him perform and put up, and I think that's what he's going to do tonight.
Matt's a different kind of athlete. I'd heard of him, and I got to share the ring with him briefly. We were actually in a tag match with them and some other guys, and I came up here to wrestle him for part of one of his open challenges. And what I gathered from the guy was, this is going to age me, but anybody who's ever seen the old Thundercats cartoon, do you remember the episode where the main dude had to fight all of the other guys to teach him something so that he could be the biggest, baddest dude?
Yep.
Matt was picking opponents to try to push himself further. And he kept talking about strong style, and so that's what I gave him, and he survived, man. He came out on top. He beat me at my own game, so I hope he's picked up all the tools he needs for a guy like Ford.
All right, so now another question is your thoughts on Dog Nation, because as I can see, you sit across from me, you practically have the Wu-Tang dove symbol tattooed across your chest at the moment.
Yeah, you can go first because you're way more beat up than me right now.
I was gonna say, and John, you have a bit of a mark on the top of your forehead.
So they hit a lot harder than I expected from guys their size. They're not little guys, but a lot of time when I get in there with guys my size, they're more American, way more of the technical American style. I'm used to smash mouth Japanese wrestling. So whenever they started laying in some heavier strikes like this, I was like, all right. I guess I got to change the game plan. So my change of game plan was get to John as fast as possible so he could chop back.
Yeah. As long as we've been wrestling, you just kind of – I think we spaced out our matches too so we can save our blows. We're not as frequent as we used to be, but when we tag, it means something. So those guys did surprise us. They are very well liked in this area. So that was kind of different. But
we're not used to. We're definitely not used to coming into any kind of negative crowd response, and not that they were killing us out there, but those guys were the fan favorites tonight. We're definitely not used to that.
Yeah, they proved it right there. So, like I said, adjustments. I told them out there, it's no hard feelings, but as far as tag team divisions, where we wrestle, we are going to be the best. So they need to step up, or they're going to be put to the side.
All right, gentlemen, I will cut this short because I know both of you are hurting after this match, but I would like to thank you both for sitting down with me.
No problem.
At the moment. So thank you,
Thanks,
gentlemen.
Man, appreciate it.
All right, take care.